Well, I'm not complaining, but boy, all of a sudden lots of sales have been coming through this week. This is a butter churn. It's a Hazel Atlas branded one. I mean, it actually still works and everything. Obvious corrosion on the lid and hardware. But I've often seen these at auctions, and they usually bring a premium price for auctions. And this one I got on online auction. Can't remember what I paid for it, but it was very reasonable and was able to sell it for $95. This is a little round pocket knife, and it's got advertising on it from the Heilemann Brewing Company out of La Crosse, Wisconsin, for old style beer. And I guess their mascot, I never remembered this guy, even though I drank a lot of old style, being not too far from La Crosse growing up. Andy Anderson, I don't know if you can read that, but it's a little round, about 1.5 inches wide, and it's got 2 blades on it, and it's just been rolling around in a junk drawer for the last, I don't know how many years, decade, and I finally just threw it up for sale real quick, did a little bit of research, didn't see anything selling for over $20 on these little round pocket knives. They're made by Ambassador. And so I put it up for $25, and it sold in about a half an hour. So who knows? Maybe I shortchanged myself a little bit, but nice quick $25 sale. This is a swing line electric stapler. It's a pretty nice one. It will, I can't remember how many pages it does, but quite a few. And got a little bit of wear to it. But I made a video showing that it worked. It still took a couple of years to sell. Office equipment doesn't sell like it used to. I think there's just too many people in the game for that, because it's so easy to find at Goodwills. I actually found this one at a church sale, very cheap, and it sold for 30 bucks. Another German radio from my collection. I've owned this one over 20 years. And coincidentally, it's going to the same buyer of the large Blaupunk I sold, I guess a month or so ago. He really enjoys that and is getting into collecting these German radios. So it's nice to see the same guy getting part of my collection. And this sold for $400. It's an A-Mud, made in West Germany, and this is for the North American market, so it has the full FM spectrum. In Europe it only goes up to 104, and that's only after the early 60s. Before that, European radios only went up to 100 on the FM dial. It's got 3 speakers, different tone settings, and we'll pull in AM and shortwave as well. $400. This is a lot of 10 Scotch cassette tapes. These aren't really valued much in the cassette world. It's got a couple of different kinds. Some in these regular jewel cases, and then some in most of them are in these unique little drawer cases. Able to get $16 for this lot of 10. This is another 16mm home movie film. This was from the 50s, featuring a 4th of July celebration, picnic, and a parade, and some fun times at the lake. I've had it for quite some time, but had to wait until I finally got a working 16mm projector. It's amazing how many are out there for sale, but very few work. And so I was able to make a nice video of sections of this film, and got $50 for it. This is another piece of inventory that was long overdue in getting listed, just kind of hanging around. I just cleaned it up a little bit. It's a Melmac plate with, of course, iconic Superman on it. I believe this is from 1966. That's the copyright. I'm not sure when it was made. And this little plate sold for $25. These are blank, still new in the package videotapes for your Betamax system. I bought quite a few of these a long time ago. I think I had bought them from some guy who had a bunch of 8-tracks, and I didn't pay for them or pay very much for them. And they have taken a long time to sell. I've been selling them in lots of 2 for $10. And I did have somebody buy quite a few on Facebook Marketplace as well. And I think I only have one lot of 2 left now. But so this lot of 5 sets of 2 sold for $50. This is a Facebook Marketplace sale. A queen size or full size sleigh bed. Very much an antique, or at least from the early 20th century. Nice condition, and I think I paid $35 for it. Used it for probably 7 years, and it sold for $75. This is a bookshelf. These are quite common. I see them at garage sales all the time. I've had this one for a long time, probably paid $5 for it. They came free with the encyclopedia set, perhaps Encyclopedia Britannica, and so you'll see them for sale without the encyclopedias most often, and I was able to get $25 for it. This is the Bakelite case for an Admiral TV set from the 50s, and I picked this up with a bunch of other TV equipment that somebody was giving away. They were clearing out an old hardware store that did television repair. And I just thought, this is one big piece of Bakelite. I thought about putting a modern TV in it, but just never got around to it. So I finally put it up for sale and sold it for $40. This is a tension pole lamp featuring the hobnail melt glass shades, my least favorite style of the tension pole lamps, but I was able to get it from an estate sale that I first looked at it and they wanted $25 for it. I offered them $10 and they said no, and so I came back 2 days later and they took the $10 because it was still sitting there, and I was able to sell it locally for $200, and it just took a couple of days. This is a wall clock that I had for quite a while. I picked it up, I think I got it for free along with some other clock parts because it was missing the metal rays. It just had these wooden ones, and the metal ones are supposed to attach where I attached some pieces of walnut, 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch square walnut. I just had to saw a slot in the end and then attach it to those metal tabs. I thought it looked real nice. It's huge. It's 36 inches across, and somebody paid me $350 for it. This is a white Panasonic VCR TV combo. Actually, it has an FM radio in it too. It's a rather large one. It's about a 20-inch screen, and I used to use this quite a bit, and finally put it up for sale, and it sold rather quickly for $125. This is a coat rack shelf, wall mounted, that was in the house when I bought it, and I actually took it down shortly after I moved in, replaced it with a coat rack, a standing coat rack, and finally stumbled across it again and put it up for sale, and it sold right away for $20. This wicker clock came in a box lot years ago, and I finally customized it. This white piece of paper has numbers on the other side, look kind of tacky, and so I wanted to put markers, so I painted some wood blocks and put a atomic sticker on it, bought a clock movement that had much longer hands on it, put it up for sale, and boy, I had a lot of people who wanted this clock. Maybe I priced it too low at $30, but it's nice to see it sell quickly. This is a small chest of drawers that I picked up at a estate sale probably 8 years ago, and I used it quite a bit. I stored blankets in there, and at my old house I had it at the end of the bed. It was nice to sit on, to put your socks and shoes on. And I finally put it up for sale, and it didn't take very long to sell, and I wasn't asking a lot for it. I got $45. I went to a store that was closing and selling all their inventory. I thought maybe I could find something. Didn't find much, but they had a tote that had a bunch of beer in it, unopened local brewery beer. And I said, "How much do you want for the beer?" And they said it was from the party that they had when they closed the store. And they said $5. And when I got it home, I took the beer out, and underneath were all these tennis balls. There was 55 of them, and I finally put them up for sale, and I got $25 for them. Used tennis balls. My garage is full of speakers. They come with stereos that I buy and sell without the speakers because they're so large to ship that they just kind of collected in my garage, and I've been meaning to put some up for sale, and I put these up for sale, and they sold very quickly. I had a lot of people asking about them. I made a little video of them, and maybe that helps their sale, plus the low price, $30. They're just cheapo. I don't think they're Panasonic, but just came with all-in-one systems. Besides speakers, I also have a lot of record albums. Not really desirable. Not going to try and trade them in at the Crosstown Vinyl Used Record Store. They don't want these records. But I stumbled across this box, and they only wanted a few dollars for it. And I measured it, and I made sure that the albums would fit. They have to be about 13 inches wide to fit albums in them. And I put these up for sale and had a lot of people inquire, and sold it right away for $25. Got rid of a bunch of old albums. I got this Ensoniq keyboard at a church sale, $10. Couldn't believe it. Came with the stand. These are weighted keys, so they have the same kind of feel as piano keys, touch sensitive as well. Lots of sounds. I wasn't sure if it worked or not, but boy, they sure go for a lot when they sell on eBay, but they weigh so much I didn't want to ship it. So I put it on Facebook Marketplace, had a guy come by, and gave me $220 for it. It sounds real nice. Just give you a little sample of some of the sounds.